people wonder, they say shall never end. Instead of some people to take responsibility for their actions, they are looking for who to push it to or who to blame for their own decisions. Yes, so because when you are fighting Queen Naomi, when you push her out of her matrimonial home with your manipulations because you are from there and she is not and everything, Queen Naomi did not come out to tell us if anything should happen to her on her or her marriage that we should hold you responsible. Now that God is bringing her back to her home, to her base, to where God have destined her to be, you people are running around saying if anything should happen to me, Queen Naomi should be held responsible. This, that. When I hear this, I was just smiling. I was just like some people say, eh? Anyway, that's their problem. From what we are hearing, don't forget that these are all alleged information. They said Ebony have come out to cry, saying that if anything should happen to her, that Queen Naomi should be held responsible, allegedly. And the reason she said all of this is because she is saying that the Kabiyesi that she know very well, because whether you people believe it or not, Ebony knows Kabiyesi very well more than Queen Naomi. Because Ebony have been in the life of the king for a very long time. It's just that the king did not love her to marry her. Yes. Because I believe that if Kabiyesi have loved her the way she claims to love Kabiyesi, even to me self, I don't even think she loves Kabiyesi the way she's always claiming. Because if she loved Kabiyesi, maybe she wouldn't have run off to another man to have a child for the man, only to return back when Kabiyesi is a king. So with that, you can conclude that she only wanted to be in the life of the king because of his position as a king, not because he loves him, not because she loves him. So she is saying that the Kabiyesi that she know did not have this kind of heart that when he said he is going to remove this immunity from them, he will stand by it. Despite all their cries, despite all the people that they have involved in this matter, he is still saying that that immunity must be removed, that this is not Kabiyesi. And it is Queen Naomi who is writing a script for Kabiyesi, that everything that Kabiyesi is doing right now is Queen Naomi's idea. That is what Ebony is saying. And to her, that the essence of removing that immunity from them is such that they will not want anything to Kabiyesi by the time Queen Naomi takes full charge again. That she knows what she is doing. That Queen Naomi knows what she is doing. That is breaking her down so much that if anything should happen to her, that Queen Naomi should be held responsible. Now wow, now wow. See, if there's anyone who should say this, it should be Queen Naomi, especially from the beginning. But she decided to keep quiet. Yes, because all the time they said while they were in the palace, Queen Naomi will say this, Kabiyesi will say otherwise. Queen Naomi will say something, Ebony will go and tell Kabiyesi another thing, and Kabiyesi will believe Ebony. Queen Naomi never come out to tell us that if anything should happen to her or her marriage, that we should hold Ebony responsible. So why will Ebony come out now to say this? If not that she have find out that she have lost completely. This life no balance, so it no balance at all. They said the kind of tears that these people are shedding right now, both Ebony, Gospel, Igbi, is not a small thing. And to tell you the fact that these people cannot change, they cannot change. Remember that during that time they said most of the councils, especially the spiritual council of the elders and all of that, during their investigation, they still find out that these three Oloris separately is not a joint decision. individually, they have been going to some of these shrines in the palace to go and collect items that they will use to do juju, that will make Kabiyesi to forget about removing that immunity from them, and also to forget about Queen Naomi, to tell you that these people cannot change. You know? So with this, you could see that they should stop blaming Queen Naomi. Instead, they should blame themselves. So right now they said Kabiyesi have called Ebony's family to warn them that they should tell their sister, abi their daughter, to take Queen Naomi away from their mouth. That it is so disturbing that he is saying that he is no longer capable enough to make decisions, that it is Queen Naomi who is making decisions for him. Because for her to come out and say that everything that Kabiyesi is doing right now is Queen Naomi's decision, it simply means that Kabiyesi does no longer have words of his own. So Kabiyesi have told her people, from what we are hearing now, to call her to order. Because if this continues, that he is going to take an action that every one of them will regret. Yes, because for her to be like this, when Kabiyesi said he is going to remove immunity from them, it simply means that there is more evil plans that she is nurturing against Queen Naomi and Tadenikawo. And he is not going to keep quiet and allow her achieve that. Although we all know that if it is possible for her, she would have done something against Queen Naomi and Tade a long time ago. But the Almighty God, who is protecting these two, will not allow any of their evil plans to work. They can only try, because they said, even the Bible made it clear that surely that the enemies will gather. But since their gathering is not of God, that they will scatter. So let Ebony them gather as many times as they wish, do whatever they want, they are not going to succeed. And I think at this point, Kabiyesi should know that these people, I don't know how to put it, but he should try as much as possible to remove that immunity from them, so that there will be peace. When Queen Naomi returns back, she will experience maximum peace in the palace. Even if they are there doing anything, at least they will remember that if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. And by so doing, they will either stay on their own or leave the marriage on their own. Anyway, guys, that is what we are hearing if the information is true. But don't forget, they are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. Bye. Love you.